Hey guys, I'm the Therapy Gamer and welcome to today's vlog. Welcome to the canyon. And base jumpers jumping off. This thing a little bit ago, put a piece of footage in there that I caught of the last one jumping off. Anyways, the reason I have made this video today, you guys, is because that is a long way down. No, but really, the reason why I made this video today is because you guys have been asking me questions on regards to my eye. What happened to it? Why? What's the story behind it? What's the deal with it? What's going on with this eye? I see this all over the place on Instagram, Twitter, down in the comments of various videos and that sort of thing. So, basically, it's a short story. I wish it was something as epic as I was longboarding and got branched as I went under a tree and got slapped by a branch and lost my eye or something like that. But no, not one bit as amusing and or entertaining as that would have been. The story is a lot less eventful than any of that. When I was 6 months old, they found, right after I was born, the doctors found a cyst in the back of the eye. Now, the cyst it's a mixture of, I'll put like terminology or definition of it, like down here in the brown or something like that. Oh, there's another guy parachuting. Look at him. Cool. And landing. The cyst in the eye, basically, it was in the colored part of the eye. And so when I was 6 months old, they removed the colored part of my left eye in order to try to save it. Over the course of 6.5 months old to 12 years old, I was in and out of hospitals for pretty much every 2 weeks. Pretty much every 2 weeks, just to have checkups, pressure in the eyes that's supposed to automatically recalibrate so it doesn't like explode, would not do by itself. Like my eye wouldn't depressurize by itself, and so it created a lot of really painful things when I was a kid. Now get this too, when I was that old, from 6 months old to about when I was 8, when I was about 9, my family lived in Palatka, Florida, and so I couldn't go outside most of my childhood without sunglasses and or some sort of eye protection. We would go to the beach in the evening time because it was as the sun was going down, it was less painful on my eyes to see. There's a lot of little traumatic things. Anytime that I got a bump or bruise or anything like that, or like hit in the eye, it would actually hemorrhage. Instead of just tearing up and watering, it would hemorrhage and bleed. And so I was always having to go get the eye depressurized and like drain it, and they put little things in there to help it do that. I had donor pieces of cadaver eyes put into the white part as well, up to the point to where when I was I was probably about 6.5 or so, when really completely lost almost all vision in the eye. The last thing I remember watching, here's some more parachuters, base jumpers off of the bridge there. Woo. This place is action-packed, man. All sorts of extreme sports. Anyways, the last thing I remember seeing as a kid or watching was the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon TV show way back when. That was the last thing I remember seeing with 2 eyes. And so everything else you guys see now, and I'll try to make this as clear as possible here. What you're seeing here is a prosthetic that I had handcrafted and made for my face right here when I was 11, and I have a little like plunger thing that I'm supposed to do this with, but that is the eye. That is the prosthetic. It is a little seashell looking thing like that. It's pretty sweet. What you're looking at in here, I don't know if I can get a good look at it, and all that red blood vessel-y looking stuff there is actually the white part of the eye that they put a lab-grown piece of coral into, and it's like a little circle ball that they hollowed out the white part, put that in there, sewed it shut so that this little thing can articulate around it. It's really cool. Now I'm gonna have to probably use 2 hands to put this thing back in. Nope, not gonna happen. I need a crotch cam of this. Okay, I think that's good, right? We got it in straight? Yep, alright, sweet. Anyways, so yeah, that about covers all of that, the story of it. And when I was 11, 12, I had it removed and had this put in. Every 5 years, I get to get an upgrade and to the prosthetic because my fat head keeps growing like a normal human being should, and there we go, now I can see again. But every 5 years, when your head supposedly outgrows it, or your eye socket outgrows the prosthetic, it doesn't move as articulately or back and forth type of thing. So you have to get like a bigger one, like a bigger molding done type of thing. It's really cool. Super painful. The initial molding they took whenever I was 11, they basically take the putty that into a mold, and they push it, just kind of like with what I did taking the eye out, but it's on like this little plunger thing. It has a bunch of little holes on the back of it so that the excess putty can like come out of it and mold to like a normal putty thing, I guess would. But it's so stinking painful to get that first initial molding, because it was like not even 9 weeks after taking the eye out, and so you have this massive ball of ridiculously bare nerves and blood vessels. It's still super sensitive, and they have to hold you down and hold the little putty thing in your eye socket for, I think it was like 6 minutes, something like that. It's like, it was just excruciatingly painful as a little kid. Luckily, they just take the molding from the other one and they can up it from that, so I've not had to do that for a while. Also, for those of you that have prosthetic eyes like I do here, a little bit of a cheat that I found out to work around the having to upgrade every 5 years or so, because it's a huge chunk of change. They tell you to not take the eye out as often as possible throughout the year. Now, for me, I don't like to work or play in the dirt, like do any like strenuous labor with it in, because when I get dirt behind it, it just gets annoying. Like any yard work and whatnot, it's just excruciatingly painful. Swimming with it type of thing, that kind of takes it out a bit as well, because when you get down, like if you're swimming underwater, scuba diving, the pressure messes with it, and it will actually pop the eye out and the eye sinks. It doesn't float or anything like that. And so in order to make it last longer, I found that if I leave the eye out for, I think it was like 5-6 weeks at a time or so, because as you guys notice in most of my videos, I'm not wearing it. That's also because I don't like to have mine doesn't track as well as it should. I need to go get it upgraded again anyways too. It doesn't track on my camera properly, and so it just looks like I have cross eyes type of thing going on, and so we don't want to do that while we're recording things. And I find that it's just my own little flair. My own little flair that I put in my videos is my thing. Not many other people can do it. So leave the eye out for a certain amount, like for 6 weeks or so. Wear it for 3-4 weeks or something like that, then leave it out for another few weeks. That allows the eyelid and everything to just kind of like tighten back up, and then as you put it back in, it'll actually hold tighter in most situations. I don't know how it's going to affect people that are significantly older than I am. Skin conditions, sagginess, obesity, whatever. I don't know how those things are going to affect it, but that's what I've found works best for me. With my skinny body type, everything kind of like shrinks back up pretty quick, and then it looks pretty good normally. If you guys have any other questions about it, make sure you leave comments down below as well. And thank you guys so much for watching this. I know that this will hopefully answer a lot of your guys' questions about the wear, how that happened, all that fun stuff, a little bit of the life story due to it. But yeah, make sure you guys all hit that subscribe button. We'll see you guys in the next video. Here. Bye. Oh man, I could have just simply created a story. And oh, there's kayakers over here too. You can see that just like right down over there. Cool.